Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope you're having a lovely day, okay? My day cool. I'm just, working. So, welcome to the new subscribers, okay? Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys, okay? Thanks for coming and thanks for coming back. So, this is a Avians reading, okay? A blue avian reading. So when I finished shuffling these decks, the throat chakra ended up at the bottom of both of these decks, okay? And I was like, okay, that's fire. So your throat chakra is beautiful, baby, okay? I seen 111. You're really expressing your authenticity in a very powerful way, okay? Do not stop, okay? And like you could be someone who is like a mouthpiece for the divine, some sort of channel, okay? Or just the things that you say. Like spirit speaks through you a lot more than you may think that they do, okay? And you're getting so many cosmic guides standing your ground at this time. It's crazy, okay? But how are you seeing their energy? Okay, that's a lot. We got mental conflict, we got shadow, and we got firm foundation. Okay, so you can need to do a little bit of shadow work, okay? Because you're sitting on a very firm foundation. You could be having a little bit of mental conflict. With this mental conflict card, there's this guy, and then there's him inside of his own head. So I feel like maybe you've been in your head just a little bit, and it's just like some old things that are dying within you. I don't think like you're choosing to be in mental conflict or whatever. I think you just need to do a little bit of shadow work, do some self-reflection, and really sit with the divine, sit with your cosmic guides. I got the chills, okay? Sit with the divine, sit with your cosmic guides, and really talk to them and figure out like where it is that you are. Not necessarily talk, just sit there and feel. Like imagine that column of light and really sit there and feel into your own energy. And I think it's going to be made very clear like what's going on with your shadow that you need to do a little bit of work on, or you might start getting like signs and synchronicities after you take that time to sit with yourself. That's going to bring you to a place where you feel a lot more triumphant and successful. But how are you seeing their energy? Just one, thank you. We got emotional withdrawal, okay? So I don't know. You could be trying to emotionally withdraw maybe from the power that you hold, like maybe you feel like your gifts or your spiritual strength is not something to be celebrated. Maybe ever since you started doing all of this spiritual stuff and trying to get in alignment and, speaking your truth and all of this, the attacks have really amped up, but everything and anything that you go through are just some sort of obstacle or challenge. It's the truth that gets you where you want to go, because like in between this broken path there is a little blue flame right here, or like a little blue smoke or whatever. So it's like continue to speak your truth, continue to communicate with the divine, okay? This ability to communicate clearly with the divine is something that comes from your throat chakra. You're very strong spiritually, and there's so much set up and lined up for you to receive at this time. But it's important that you stay in this energy of balance. You're going to have to sacrifice all that mental conflict and choose to just walk in your peace at all times if you want to keep, if you want to have that peaceful state of mind with the Four of Swords type of energy. Like there's certain things going on in the way that you're thinking that you may need to put to rest, okay? Let me see. Not that one. Oh, it's probably in the same section as mental conflict. It isn't, though. Oh, here it is. It says this card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Schedule some alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. It says the number 8 represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful undiscovered territory. And then we got the fulfillment of wishes on the next page, you know? So it's like, you could even feel a little bit bad for being emotionally withdrawn or for pulling back from other people, but it's like you're being prepared right now, okay? You're being prepared to let the floodgates of your truth or everything that you want to express just, open up and come right on out. So it's important that you really just trust the process and the things that you're going through. You're spending this time alone, kind of emotionally withdrawn from people. I seen the third eye, okay, so that you can see things very clearly, okay? And but it's very important to your Akashic records that you like clear these old stories, that you release the pain and issues that you may have from this life or past lives, so that you can have true freedom and you can really access these insights and this inner vision and this clear seeing that you want to have, but it requires for you to go in within yourself and reveal secret and hidden things that you maybe didn't know about yourself, to tap into this all encompassing love of the heart of source, to uncover those treasures within yourself. And as you uncover these beautiful treasures within yourself, you just get initiated to higher levels of vibration, okay? Then we got the halls of learning right here, okay? It says spiritual guides, confirmation, and great lessons, okay? Your spiritual guides are sending you a lot of confirmation, bringing up a lot of different situations and things like that to let you know they're handled, not for you to hold on to it like a dog with a bone is what I heard, and just keep gnawing at that thing, or just, keep shaking it up and playing with it. Like, go ahead and release it out of your energy so you can have this crown chakra upgrade that they're trying to bring into you. There could be some sort of Anunnaki light codes that you're meant to be receiving at this time, but you've already entered this energetic shift. And what happens in these types of energetic shifts is you emotionally withdraw, and you're given this time to yourself, to receive new information and to really properly close out that cycle. But you have to do what you have to do on your end, whether it's, doing a lot of meditating, or, not watching TV or reading a book, or taking in some sort of new information, or communicating with the divine what it is that you really truly need, or where it is that you really truly are trying to go at this time, with them, with yourself, with your future, with your energy. And when you hear things like me pointing, when you hear things like the things I'm pointing out, taking that time and really hearing what they said, really taking in that knowledge and making room for the evolutionary downloads that they want to bring into you. Also may need to recall your power. And when it comes to the energy of future thinking, really try to think very positive things into your future, and don't look at a time where you're alone or a time where you're emotionally withdrawn as a bad thing. It's a good thing. You're not necessarily emotionally withdrawn. You're just pouring those emotions into yourself, and sometimes that's what you really truly need in order to get along better with other people anyway. So do what you have to do, like you healing yourself, you becoming a better version of yourself and thinking more clearly. It doesn't only benefit you, it benefits everyone around you and everyone that you come into contact with, because you're a better person in that situation. We got Hathor light codes also, okay? It says light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. I just said to recall your power, okay? We got the star being healing codes right here at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of important information coming into you, lots of wounds being healed, and you're in this period of recharging. So really embrace that period is what I'm hearing, embrace this time of recharging that you're getting. Because I get the feeling like you're about to be very busy. Like you're about to be very busy in a good way. You're about to step into some sort of success or some sort of upgrade. So they need you to take this time to yourself so that they can give you like this very clear sight, this upgrade to the way that you see things and the way that you see the situations happening and unfolding in your life, okay? All through this beautiful heart of source energy. It says this is a light immersion. This is what they're helping you with, okay? So the blue avians are helping you with a light immersion. You are experiencing a full system upgrade. The infinite solar light of the Hathors is surrounding you now. This is a time of expansion and excitement. You are filled with unlimited potential. The gifts that were once in the parts of your my bad. The gifts that were once in darkness are now being brought into the light. The parts of yourself that were once hidden are now being seen. Life is being restored. If you have been experiencing sluggishness or tiredness or feeling like you really don't want to deal with other people, this is now being washed away. Something ancient has awakened within you, and you are remembering why you are here. Welcome home to your light, and at first it can seem like really crazy, and I don't even want to say at first, because I tell you all the time, like sometimes I get there too where I'm just emotionally withdrawn. I have a tendency to get very anxious, you know what I mean? I gotta smoke a little bit. You know what I mean? To calm down, get my thoughts right. But I always take whatever it is that I'm feeling or whatever it is that I may be going through to the divine so that they can heal it, transmute it, or just give me clarity on what it is that I need to do next. What do I need to pray about? Do I need to, I'd be like, do I need to say a few words about this? And sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. There's nothing you need to do. It's already being handled, and that's the energy I'm getting from you. Like, of course, meditating and grounding yourself regularly and all of these different things, they work very well. But sometimes shit is just crazy and there's not much you can do about it except to ride that storm to the end and see the beautiful sunshine and rainbows that come after that. But just know that everything is like covered and handled. Like you really don't have too much to be worried about. You're being protected from all sorts of energy, okay? Let me see what we got. We got just dreaming, okay? I feel like you could have been getting down on yourself recently, you know what I mean? Feeling like you're just dreaming or you're just making up your gifts or whatever, but baby, you are not just dreaming. You are a beautiful and amazing energy. This is really the true truth of you. And it's important that you continue to express that truth. That's how you get this certificate of completion. You just keep on going through the different things and you really open up and allow yourself to evolve and stop looking at yourself or your future like you're just dreaming because, oh my gosh, here came another bad day or here came something else that I just don't really want to deal with right now because I have enough going on in my head. But the avians are saying, get out of your head then. I see now 1333. It's time for you to get out of your head to master grounding these light codes for yourself. But you have to be open to receiving this full system upgrade and you have to believe really truly in your dreams and where it is that you think that you want to go. Because at first it starts out as a little thought, as a little idea, as a little nudge. And even those little things are extremely guided situations. It took a whole lot of different happenings and a whole lot of choices in order for you to get to certain epiphanies or certain thoughts or certain ways of being. So you just have to allow room for those things to come into your life and just don't be so hard on yourself and don't feel bad if you want to emotionally withdraw from people, places, or situations. Because at the end of the day, you know what's best for you. Your higher self is always in contact with you. You're a very powerful energy. You're a very caring energy. You can even be a Cancer. We got new beginnings with this Uranus energy, okay? There's so many beautiful new things coming into you, so many different changes that you're currently going through, and that's why, things can feel hectic, inside and out. We got Aquarius with the visionary, but you have a vision, okay? You have an idea of where you want to go and what you want to do, and it can be very frustrating when those things don't work out the way that you thought they were going to work out, or your expectations don't seem to be meeting this big vision that you made. So then it's like, oh, I must be just dreaming. I must not be able to, I must not really be the star like everybody keeps telling me. Let me put my hard shell back on because I don't want nobody seeing me while I'm soft. But it's a very powerful thing to be able to stay soft, to stay caring, to stay loving, to stay vulnerable through the hardest situations, because those are the times when you're soft, when you're giving out all of that love, and when you're just going with the flow, where you, first of all, you see people's real true intentions around you, because they look at you and they like, look at them, they just soft, they ain't got no hard shell, I'm just gonna poke them and just try to see what kind of reaction I can get out of them. It really does. And second, it really shows you how protected you actually are, because though you were soft, you were vulnerable, you didn't raise your voice, you didn't yell, or you didn't have no reaction to these people, they still end up getting their asses tapped in the end for trying to come for you or trying to mess with you. And you're not wrong about any people around you that you're emotionally withdrawing from. You're totally 100% right about them, because you're very guided. You just have to have that trust in that and in yourself. Yeah, we got Mercury with mind and speech. I feel like there's this huge alignment coming to you. I mean, first of all, it did say full system upgrade, but I was thinking more of like your upper chakras, your etheric chakras, the way that your mind works, and just the way that you express yourself overall. I feel like they're making me feel like I'm a huge example of your mind and speech really changing over time, because it's like, if you really go back and watch my videos and watch the evolution of me, it's like, yeah, I'm still myself throughout the entire thing, but you can see the growth. Even though my messages were still very accurate, it's like the way that I deliver the messages, I feel, has matured, and even the subjects that I am called to cover are a lot more mature than what I was covering before, because I was still clearing a lot of like old karma and things out of my life, and there's still a lot of things in my life that, I have high hopes are about to change, because I know for a fact they're going to change, because the divine communicated with me and let me know that I'm in for change and new beginnings, and it's something that I have earned that's coming to me for sure. And it's the same way with you. You might not have videos you can just look back on and see that progression, but the progression is there. You have grown and matured so much. It's an honor to be called into that hermit time and to have to emotionally withdraw from everyone, because you really do grow and mature a lot in that time, more than you already have. It's really truly such a beautiful thing. So just make sure that you don't fight against this, and you don't feel the need to constantly like be in a place of defense, or have to defend yourself against certain people who are just picking at you because they don't see your vision. Okay, that's not necessarily your problem. You know what kind of certificate of completion you're meant to receive. Okay, and then this says the north node of the moon, which also says a new life goal. You know exactly where the divine is guiding you, because it's built into you, built into your akashic records, and you're receiving so many more light codes that are supporting that and boosting you in every little way. Yeah, we got the dreamer with this Pisces energy, and then we got first house with self and identity. It's like the more you know yourself, the more you have that time with yourself where you are kind of separate from everyone else, the better you feel in your own skin and about what it is that you provide to the world. They're also like working on your confidence and what it is that you really truly do offer. They just want you to be able to see the dream as clear the entire time. Like, whether I'm having a great day or a bad day, I still know the fucking vision. I don't forget where it is that spirit is trying to take me. I already know that the certificate of completion is mine, even if I never hold it in my hands, you know? And that's the same way that they kind of want you to be. And really in this place where you're feeling through life and really, feeling the moments that are the best and also feeling the moments that aren't the best so that you can have much more appreciation for the moments that are the best. Okay. So optimism for freedom, even when you feel alone and isolated. That gratitude all the time because you already know everything that's coming to you. You already get all the messages, all the signs, all the nudges, and everything that you need. So don't put yourself in some sort of mental prison just because you don't see the vision coming as fast as you felt like it was coming. It's coming, okay? The change has already occurred. You're already in the new beginning, but you're still collecting a whole lot more wisdom and compassion for yourself. You're still shedding all of this sadness and despair that you had to go through in the past and even in past lives. So just really love yourself through this entire process and don't nitpick and conflict in the mind with yourself so much because that only slows things down, okay? Yeah, we got death. It slows the new beginning down. Put a death to the way that you're thinking about yourself or your dream and just embrace the dream for what it is, embrace the vision for what it is, because a lot of people don't have a dream. A lot of people gave up on their dreams long ago. A lot of people feel like a dream is a stupid thing to have, and that's for kids. And you should just mature, like you should just be more mature and get a real job or do something real with your life. But whatever you're doing with your life is exactly what's right for you. So either you're going to just do it wholeheartedly with this energy of optimism, knowing that things are going to come to fruition for you, or it's going to be this thing that you're fighting tooth and nail, and even still, you're still headed towards the same destiny. You're still headed towards the same way. You're just taking all of these detours because you're fighting against yourself, but it's not slowing you down from the new beginning. You're just kind of making it a little bit harder on yourself than it needs to be when you know everything you need to know, you know every threat and everything that's going on around you. So just trust in what it is that you do know and know that you was built for it. Tough is what I'm hearing, okay? Know that you were built tough, that you can handle any and every obstacle or anything that comes along the way. And they are constantly supporting you with these light codes, sending you strength, sending you confidence, sending you love, sending you caring, okay, sending you caring, sending you, being around you, giving you the energy that they love you, giving you the energy that they're there for you. And that's why you made it this far on the journey. So just try your hardest not to get like caught up or swept up in that mental conflict. And when you catch yourself like overthinking or kind of nitpicking or arguing back and forth within yourself, kind of try to check that, because spirit's been having me do that. Like, hey, I don't want to think about this right now, spirit. Is there some sort of message in this? Okay, then can you help me clear this out of my mind? Because a lot of times, like, oh my gosh, so your boost, okay, your gifts could be amplified right now, okay? Like, I've been getting a lot of little pictures about things that are going to happen, like in the next minute, in the next 5 minutes, in the next hour. Like getting little premonitions. And also, so you could be doing that too, really having these different pictures and things happening and really kind of like discounting it or just writing it off like you're just tripping or you're just imagining things. No, you're just extremely powerful, okay? And when you receive a lot of psychic impressions like that, it can be very hard when it comes to yourself. That's why it's important that you master your air. And also you could be like really feeling other people's feelings very strongly. Your empathy is being upgraded. Your everything about your clairs and any kind of psychic impressions or divination or anything that you're able to do is being strengthened, okay? So things seem to get very heightened, very sensitive, and it just makes you want to completely emotionally withdraw and not be around anyone. And honestly, when you first get that upgrade, it's really for the best. Because if you're out and you're dealing with a lot of different peoples and a lot of different stressful situations, it just makes the whole process a lot more hard on you. And it seems like it makes it a little bit harder for you to hold on to that stability that you have in that energy. You have to anchor yourself in that energy first, is what they're saying. And then you can like slowly introduce yourself back out into the world. It's kind of what we do. What does a hermit do? A hermit comes out of its shell and looks around and spends time out of it. But a hermit also spends a lot of time in their shell, just relaxing and doing whatever it is that they do in their shell that no one really gets a chance to see until they pop out again. What's our mind and speech and new life goal? We got the Tower and the Ace of Cups, okay? So you could have definitely, like, I don't know, you could be looking at this whole thing like it's some sort of tower, or you could be actually experiencing like real for real towers. But any and everything that's happening to you in your life is all happening for you, for your, like, it's all bringing you a lot more strength. And it's really up to us to decide if it's a hard thing or if it's an easy thing. Acceptance is the key, okay? Acceptance is so important, because a lot of times that's where the frustration comes from, right? Or that's where the sadness comes from. It comes from that place in our mind that doesn't want to accept, the wrongdoings of others or the negativity of others, because we're kind of coming from a judgmental place, even if it's not something that's necessarily intentional. But if you can accept the things as this is how things were supposed to go, then you will find yourself skipping and being a lot more happy and being very okay with being alone, because that's where God wants you at that time. And you don't have to like do too much to try to like, go out of your way to like commune with people. Like, I don't know if you noticed, like for me, when I come out of hermit mode, I know I came out of hermit mode because people start calling me, or, like all of a sudden, everybody wants to talk to me outside. But when I'm in hermit mode, it's almost like there's this big ass people shield around me, like people don't even deal with me too much. They'll say hey and hi and smile at me or whatever, but I don't have so many randoms, coming to me like trying to have a conversation, or I don't have, so many people of the past, just pulling up to my house, because I lived in the same place for a very long time. So sometimes, I've always been the kind of person though where it's like you see me and then you don't see me for a long time, and it's like really a pleasure to see me again, because you might have thought you was never gonna see me again. And you could be a lot like that too. People like even make fun of me, but that's just like the kind of friend I am. I believe like we can still be friends and we can have space, and I think that Spirit's saying it's okay to take that time for space. And anyone who really can't understand your space or your time in hermit mode that you need, if it becomes a tower because you needed to take that space and you communicated clearly why it is that you needed that space, then they probably aren't a person for you, or they could be someone who doesn't want to see your cup overflow. Yeah, we got the hermit at the bottom of the deck. Like, you really truly are this beautiful hermit type of energy. You know exactly when to go within and when to pull back from people. And I feel like a lot of people make you feel like, like you're a bad lover or you're a bad person. But a lot of times those people are like codependent, or they have some sort of healing issues because they don't want to be by themselves. They have like abandonment issues, mommy issues, daddy issues. There's so many different things going on within other people, so much mental conflict they're having going on within themselves. And that's why situations just get all jumbled up and get crazy, and these towers are created. But it doesn't have to be that way if you are able to keep your own mind very clear and not really give in to the BS. What's the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords? Okay, I feel like they're talking to us. Okay, we got milk and butter, baby. It can all be milk and butter. It says, like the silk off one's flesh, I am the giver, I am your eternal. It's like this, they're saying like choosing to have this eternal optimism no matter what it is that's going on, or how things around you may look or appear to be. Seeing things through this third eye rather than looking through these regular eyes. You got the ears to hear and the eyes to see for a reason. It's very important that you utilize that skill when it comes to your life and the people that you deal with on the outside of you. We got love spell. I feel like people could get very like obsessive over you. I'm not really getting the energy of someone doing a love spell. Somebody could have did a love spell and it could have backfired, and that could be why they're trying to like have all your attention. But they don't deserve all your attention. Nobody deserves all of your attention, okay? except God, okay? That's the only person who deserves all of your attention. So it's like somebody could have done some sort of love spell that could be really majorly backfiring on them, you know. And also, sometimes when people do love spells or whatever, or they do like come to me spells, you might find yourself thinking about them a lot, okay? Not to say it's working, but it's like an alarm system, okay? Like you are thinking about them because they're doing something in your energy. You know, if you can't stop thinking about them, that's unnatural. Your natural state of mind is a clear state of mind. So you may need to get to the bottom of whatever it is spirit's trying to show you while you're in hermit mode, rather than trying to get out of hermit mode. Take that time to give yourself a lot of love and figure out what it is that the divine is trying to show you or trying to bring to your attention. Look, sex magic, okay? Somebody doing love spells and sex magic. And these things together can be a very powerful thing, but I feel like whoever is doing this, these are people that you already had some sort of fallout with, some sort of tower, you know. This is why you're emotionally withdrawn. It is your guidance, because there's stuff like this going on in the background, and here you are, you know, beating yourself up or thinking you're just dreaming. And you're like so accurate because you've already received so many certificates of completion along the way. You know, you're just going to a higher level. Learning something new doesn't make you erase everything that you already know. So just trust yourself, okay? And look at the moon. When I was shuffling the deck, okay, I seen this card, so I pulled it out because it was significant, okay? Look at the fucking moon. Hold on, let me get some more of this, okay? What's milk and butter and love spell? We got orgasm, okay? So somebody could be like, this is weird. Somebody thinking about you while they have sex or while they please themselves, okay? We got primal. Somebody could be like some sort of savage, is just what I'm getting from this, okay? Somebody, this is a wand in her hand, okay? Somebody with a wand in their hand. She's got the wand in her left hand. Somebody could be left handed, and she got the beehive in the other hand. And her hands are like this for some reason. They're not like up, you know what I mean? Like the ace of of wands, okay? They're not up like the ace of wands was holding the wand up with the thumbs up. It's kind of like a wand in reverse, okay? So somebody could be an Aquarius, okay? They could be like pleasuring themselves to you, trying to attract you in some sort of way, but they don't have access to you right now, okay? And this is from your cosmic guidance. Like there's a reason why they're not allowed to be in your energy. So it's okay to like stop overthinking certain things. Look at this. Fuck out of here, okay? They ain't allowed to be in your energy at all. They gotta go. What else? I wasn't expecting that love spell sex magic stuff to come out right there. I'm telling you. This says, be kind hearted AF and full of love, but maintain boundaries like a motherfucker, okay? It says, letting people fuck with you is not a spiritual attribute. Think about Archbishop Desmond Tutu. That dude wouldn't have done all the shit he did in the world if he let people walk all over him, okay? What else? This says, don't be an ungrateful shit, okay? It says, seriously, if you're reading these cards, you're privileged as fuck. You can read. Reading is super fucking fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah, we're not completely fucked. We know how to read, okay? So finding these very little things to be extremely grateful for at this time, you know, rattling off of gratitude in your mind whenever you, you know, think back to something somebody said to you. Keep your mind very positive. You know, it says you can't have a positive as fuck life with a negative as fuck mindset. And I think that's just like the whole point, you know. And people could be, it says, guess who ain't got to explain shit to nobody? You, okay? You don't owe anybody any sort of explanation, and you can still have that kind of mentality but be very soft and nice and loving with it, you know. It says heart is the new balls. And it says fuck what they think, okay? So don't worry about anybody else's judgment of you or why you're emotionally withdrawn, or, you know, I feel like somebody's extremely concerned with like who you're dating or what it is that you got going on in your life, you know. And you could be thinking about this person like, I should call them, I should just say, hey, I should check in. But it's like, you don't owe them nothing. Okay. You don't owe them no time or no checking in or nothing like that. You're in this time of hermit mode where you're just trying to grow and be the best version of yourself. And that's what you need to continue to stay focused on. And your guides are definitely meeting you halfway, even if that's something that you don't feel is necessarily true. What's the final thought on this? We got the temple or carnelian and the scales of balance. Okay, so keep your balance very clear, and the carnelian gives me sacral chakra energy. Okay, so focus on creating, it's almost like your energy is extra protected when you're creating something. So if you take the time to create every day, especially in hermit mode, even if you're just like kind of creating a new energy for yourself by purging and releasing old energies that don't serve you, you're still doing something very powerful. We got the abundance of Sothis. Okay, so you're definitely in line for this abundance. You're receiving these beautiful stellar blessings from your cosmic guides at this time. Okay, and you're expressing all of these. It says the many spiritual faces of you, past life, present power. It's like you're pulling from the trauma and the hurt and the heartbreak from past lives at this time, and when you have that time where you're calling back that power, calling back all of that energy from all of these different places, you start to become much more aware of like the people who are in darkness, the people who refuse to overcome the negative energy with that feminine power. And it can be like a little bit stressful, but you just pull back, and that's really the best and only thing that you can do, unless they choose to heal and stop doing things like this, and you know start focusing on how can they make their cup overflow too. Man, so it's up here somewhere. Okay, so it says abundance in many forms is flowing to you now, beloved. Intend right now to receive it. Just decide to do so in your heart this very moment. The oracle of the abundance of Sothis comes as guidance to expect increased flow and to continue your good works of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsibly. Flowing to you. Okay, and enjoy the abundance responsibly flowing to you in many forms over and over again. It says, abundance comes to you now, dear initiate. If you have been through a time of restricted circumstance, materially, financially, socially, in terms of health or relationships, opportunities, fun, or friendships, then this oracle indicates that the tide is turning and an upsurge of wealth, health, abundance, and more are coming to you now. After an experience of restriction, perhaps for a prolonged period, you will very much enjoy this new and improved flow of energy, support, compensation, and reward. With your heart open, your many channels ready to receive the influx of abundance, and your innate belief that you are worthy to receive, you attract great support from the universe now. Channels for receiving grace in all its forms are created when you follow your heart and do your part to be ready and prepared to receive, And that's really what your time in hermit mode is. It's a very powerful time for you to come together, commune with the divine, and you sacrifice all of these all of these things that you really don't need to survive in order to take that time to get alone with spirit and to prepare for whatever it is that they're about to drop down to you, by receiving all of these light codes and releasing a lot of different energies that are no longer serving you. It says preparation is an important part of abundance in all forms, and you can enjoy your abundance to the fullest extent when there are containers for it to be held within. Okay, Those containers will be practical ways for wealth and other forms of abundance, such as great relationships, to be a part of your world. Your channels might include new creative works being formed, seeking networking opportunities with others in your field so that there are ways for people to find you and to work and to find you and the work that you offer, for example, or joining classes or groups that allow you to meet others, following up your intuition or instincts, and even small, seemingly unrelated situations. The containers will be created not only from the practical steps that you take, but from the intention, vibration, and resonance behind them, which means your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes all count. And that includes, being like, oh, I'm just dreaming. I'm just making this up. Oh, I'm just being silly. That's a dream. I don't think I could ever really truly accomplish, like, let's be realistic. That let's be realistic shit has been programmed into you, not to say to just be ridiculous and throw all caution to the wind, okay? Yes, order is a huge part of being tapped into the divine energies because they are extremely ordered and organized, and when you tap into their energy, you gain more order and organize in your organization in your life, but these containers that you are clearing out are full of shit like sex magic and people attacking you, people trying to come for you. You could be having, very sexual thoughts about certain people popping up out of nowhere, and thinking about old opinions and the way that people used to think about you or whatever in the past, and all of that is being cleared out of you, okay? It says if your desired abundance is wealth, then start to really shift your identity and thoughts from a place of restriction to a place of relaxation and willingness to take care of your money so that you create a strong container for the flow of abundance to reach you. If you desire a loving soulmate relationship or deeper friendships, becoming more of the person yourself that you wish to experience in others, as well as affirming that you have value and much to offer and are willing and worthy of receiving from others, will create powerful channels through which you can receive the abundance of love and good community that Sothis can bring to you. The goddess of celestial abundance, shining stellar mother Sothis, will bless you with all you can possibly receive. So allow yourself to act in faith. Be brave and take steps to ready yourself right now, So you're in a place of preparation. They're preparing you for this beautiful stellar abundance, okay? After all of this nonsense that you had to deal with in the past. So make sure that you show a lot of gratitude, and keep your heart in a very kind and fun loving type of place. But do keep your boundaries strong, It says make sure you harvest your crops to create even more channels through which abundance can flow to you, clearing out the old, completing and preparing the ripe crops for nourishment. This may be revising, finishing, and bringing to fruition old projects, or deciding to let them go completely if they do not feel right to pursue any further. It might mean seeking fresh input or collaboration on certain projects, or feeling any sadness, guilt, grief, or anger over unfinished products and letting them go completely. There may be still other projects that you feel in your heart are right for you, but not just now. And so they are released to percolate further in the cosmic womb. With this greater creativity, clarity, and organization, your channels for abundance will be clearer and more receptive, and Sothis will have all the more room in which to bless and fill you. This oracle wishes to bring you great blessings. The okay, yeah, so great blessings, okay, coming into you very, very quickly, okay. but it's very important this time that you're having to yourself. This hermit time is for you to change your mind, your thoughts around everything that is going on in your life and why things happen and what it is that you really truly are trying to attract, and thinking about those things rather than thinking or dwelling about the people that you've emotionally withdrawn, or the people who are emotionally withdrawn from you, you know? So, with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.